Time for some Major League Baseball on MLB The Show. Connecticut Crusaders Baseball. It's Baltimore Orioles visiting those Crusaders at Convoy Field in Stamford, Connecticut. On the mound, Chris Ramos. #21st start of the season, record 11-5 with a 4.52 earned run average. Welcome to the live stream. Starting off the game, Cal Ripken Jr. wearing the Baltimore Orioles uniform. 291, 18 homers, 63 RBI. First pitch of the game. Line drive foul.
First pitch, 14.
Breaking ball in there, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. The Connecticut Crusaders are in first place in the American League Eastern Division. Comes the 0-2. Fouls it back above the screen behind home plate. Count remains 0-2. Check the swing, but home plate umpire says it's in there for strike 3. First out here of the game. Next up, Alex Verdugo, hitting .245. Outside corner, strike 1. Alex's 7 homers and 32 runs batted in. We are just after the All-Star break in this fantasy franchise. High strike, but striking nonetheless. 0-2 count to Verdugo. Just misses the corner. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pops it up in the infield. O'Neill Cruz waiting for it, makes the catch, 2 away. Baltimore Orioles lineup. Cal Ripken leads off. Alex Verdugo, Ronald Acuna Jr., Mike Trout batting cleanup. Isaac Paredes, Pete Alonso, Brian Reynolds, Mike Lowell, and catching Tom Murphy. Acuna hitting .249 on this season. Outside corner, strike 1. Team leaders in home runs. Mike Trout leads the O's with 26. Just gets a piece, fouls it back to the screen. Another 0-2 count for Ramos. Pops it up, left side, foul territory. Lou Brock chases it down to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning after a half. Here at Convoy Field in Stamford, Connecticut, it's the Baltimore Orioles nothing. The Connecticut Crusaders coming to bat. This is MLB The Show. On the mound, Mike Soroka making his 20th start of the season. Mike is 6-5 with a 4.32 earned run average. Leading off for the Crusaders, Lou Brock, 318, 14 homers, 50 runs batted in. Line drive up the middle and through. It's a leadoff single for Brock. And the Crusaders are starting early. Next up is Ramos, the second baseman, twin brother of the starting pitcher. Fouls it back, strike 1. We got Robin Ramos on the mound and Chris Ramos playing second base. Identical twins. Line drive, pulled it, foul. Count 0-2 on the switch hitting second baseman. Line drive, knocked down, but there'll be no play at first. Keeps it in the infield. I think they'll give him a single on that. Runners at first and third with one away here in the bottom of the first inning. Up for the Connecticut Crusaders is J.D. Martinez. And he skies it to right center field. Long run for the right fielder, but he will make the catch. Tagging at third and heading home is the base runner. He will score. It's a sacrifice RBI for J.D. Martinez and a 1-0 lead for Connecticut against the Baltimore Orioles. Next up, Carlos Delgado, 276, 15 homers, 54 runs batted in. Swing and a miss out in front, strike one. Runner leads off first. Quick throw to first, he's back. 2 down, bottom of the first inning here in Convoy Field in Stamford, Connecticut. Just gets a piece, fouls it back to the screen, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Again, fouls it off. Chases it off the plate, strike 3, side retired. But on the sacrifice fly by J.D. Martinez, the Crusaders take an early 1-0 lead. This is MLB The Show. Leading off top of the second for the O's, Mike Trout, 382, 26 homers, 75 runs batted in. Not too shabby. We are right after the All-Star break. Pitch off the plate, ball 1. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Pulls it foul, third base line. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Trout thought it was high. Home plate umpire disagrees. Second strike out of the game for Ramos. And there's 1 away. Next up, Isaac Paredes. Fouls it back, strike 1. Late on the fastball, 96 on the radar gun. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Paredes, 18 home runs on the season so far. Did he check it? No, he didn't, said the home plate umpire. That's another strikeout for Ramos. 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Pete Alonso plays for the New York Mets in real life. Just misses off the plate, ball 1. 18 homers, 49 runs batted in this fictional franchise for the Baltimore Orioles. In there, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Just gets a piece. 1 and 2. Misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 2 away, bottom of the second. Check that top of the second. And he grounds it foul. And the at-bat will continue. Slow bouncer to short. O'Neill Cruz makes the throw to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Paul Molitor leads off for the Connecticut Crusaders. Thank you for watching. Molitor's hitting .270, 13 homers, 42 runs batted in. Third baseman for the Crusaders. Out in front of the slider, swinging him as strike 1. And it's a drive to right center field. Chasing is a center fielder. He will make the extended catch for out number 1. Nice running play by Mike Trout.
Batting 7, the catcher.
Next up is the catcher, switch hitting Jorge Posada. 24 homers, 54 runs batted in. Out in front of the sinking fastball, strike one. Mike Lowell at third, Cal Ripken at short, Isaac Paredes at second, and Pete Alonso at first for the Orioles. Chases a pitch off the plate, fouls it off. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Jorge. And that's a bloop base hit the other way. They played him to pull. He might have a double on this. Strong throw to second. And he won't test it. Posada runs like a snail. He'll take a single and be happy with it. If they had been playing in their normal positions, I'm sure that would have been a line drive out. Next up is the outfielder Joe Carter, hitting .272. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. That's a 2-run home run for Joe Carter. His 23rd of the campaign. And just like that, the Connecticut Crusaders have an early 3-0 lead. Here's the replay. .414 feet. Next up, O'Neill Cruz, number 9 hitter, shortstop. Pulls it hard but foul. Strike one. 22 homers, 52 runs batted in. Not a very good average, but a lot of good production for the number 9 hitter. And he flares it to left. It dunks in there for a 1-out single. Cruz has a lot of speed on the base paths. Lineup turns over for the Crusaders. Lou Brock has a hit in his first at-bat. And he flies it to center. Medium depth, playable. Trout makes the catch 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Chris Ramos.
Chris has a single in the first. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Soroka. Pops it up, foul territory, routine play. Makes the catch to retire the side. But the 2-run home run from Joe Carter. At the end of 2 innings of play, it's the Crusaders 3, the Orioles nothing. This is MLB The Show. We go to the top of the third. Brian Reynolds leads off.
Brian Reynolds.
In there, strike one. Just misses the corner. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Slow bouncer to Cruz. He charges. Fields fires. Got him. 1 away.
Batting 8, the third baseman, Mike Lowell.
Mike Lowell, the third baseman, 258, 5 homers, 17 runs batted in. Platoon player. Grounder to second. Ramos has it, throws to first in time, and there are 2 outs here in the bottom of it. Check that, the top of the third.
Number 2, Tom Murphy.
Fouls it up behind home plate. Strike one. Ties him up inside, in on his hands for strike number 2. Chases a pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him outside, retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for Robin Ramos. 3-0 lead for Connecticut. MLB The Show. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off is Ken Griffey Jr., Hall of Famer.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Just gets a piece of the sinking fastball. Strike one. Chasing the pitch in the dirt. Deep. Gonzo. Solo shot for Ken Griffey Jr. Home run number 16 on the campaign and a 4-0 lead for the Connecticut Crusaders. Yes, that was your fault, Soroka. Line drive home run. Let's watch the replay. Boom. Stepping up, J.D. Martinez. Hit it the other way, it's deep. Back goes the right fielder, looking up. On the one-in track, makes the over-the-shoulder catch for out number one. Nice play by the right fielder. With one away, up steps Carlos Delgado, who struck out in his first at-bat. 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. That's a deep drive to center. But Trout flags it down. 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Paul Molitor.
Paul is 0 for 1 with a fly out in the second. 2 outs, bases empty. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. Another solo home run here in the bottom of the third. Paul Molitor's 14th homer of the season and a 5-0 lead for the Crusaders. Ouch. Next up, Jorge Posada. Hard ground ball. First baseman Alonso tosses it to the pitcher covering to retire the side, but not before 2 solo shots extend the lead for the Crusaders at the end of 3. It's 5-0 Connecticut.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Lineup turns over for Baltimore. Cal Ripken struck out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is low, ball 1. Pops him up in the infield. Delgado, right on the line, makes the catch 1 away. 3 1/3 hitless innings for Ramos on the mound. 5-0 lead for Connecticut. Alex Verdugo popped out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Grounder, fielded by Ramos, throws to first in time, 2 away. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr. is 0 for 1, like everyone else in the Baltimore lineup. In there, outside corner, strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Deep, but foul. Count is 0-2 on Acuna.
No.
Just misses the inside corner. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slider outside. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the 4th, 5-0 Connecticut. Swing and a miss, struck him out, side retired. 4 shutout innings, 4 no-hit innings for Ramos. After 3.5, 5-0 Crusaders. Leading off for the Crusaders, Joe Carter, who had a 2-run home run in his last at-bat. 23 homers on the season for Carter. Inside, ball one. I'm surprised they still have Soroka out there. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases a slider off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Not showing much discipline in this at-bat. Grounder, foul. Pops it up, right field. Out there is the second baseman. Paredes makes the catch, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop. Oh yeah.
Shortstop Onel Cruz had a single in the second. He is 1 for 1. Steps up with 1 away. Pops it up behind home plate near the dugout. And it's out of play for strike 1. Grounded, foul. Just missed that first base bag. 2 strikes on Cruz. Swing and a miss, the slider down and in. Struck him out swinging, and there are 2 away. Second strikeout for Soroka. Here's the replay. Slider in on his hands. Lineup turns over. Brock is 1 for 2. Slider low, ball 1. On deck, Chris Ramos. Just gets a piece of the fastball, 93 on the radar gun. Brock is hitting 319 on the season. 2 away. Skies it to left, routine play. Makes the catch to retire the side. So we go to the top of the 5th. It's 5-0 Connecticut.
Leading off for the Orioles, the center fielder, number 27. Mike.
At the knees for strike 1. Deep drive, slicing, out of play, strike 2. Strike 3 called, inside corner. Trout does not agree. Nevertheless, it's strikeout number 6 for Ramos. And the first out here on the top of the 5th. Second baseman Paredes steps in. He struck out in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. Outside corner, strike 1. Pops him up, right side. Delgado charges in foul territory. Makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Pete Alonso, 0 for 1 with the ground out. Hitting only 217 on the season. In there, strike 1. Slider misses. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. The fastball. 1 and 2. Fouls it back. Count will remain at 1 and 2. 48 pitches for Ramos. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Hard line drive foul. At bat will continue. Deep drive. Brock is near the warning track. On the warning track, makes the catch. Side retired. That's 5 shutout, no hit innings for Robin Ramos. After 4.5, Connecticut leads 5-0. Leading off, bottom of the 5th, Chris Ramos singled in the first. He's 1 for 2. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Misses with the cut fastball. Griffin Canning is getting warm in the bullpen for the Orioles. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Just gets a piece of the sinker. Count evens, 1-1. Line drive, base hit to center. Trout gets it in quickly. It'll be a hard line drive single to lead off the 5th inning for the Crusaders.
The center fielder, number 24.
Next up, Ken Griffey Jr., but before he gets a chance, manager of the Orioles makes the call to the bullpen. He wants the right-hander. That'll be all for Soroka.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention,
Griffin
please.
Canning making his 18th appearance on the mound for Baltimore. He's 3-0 with a 4.53 earned run average. He'll inherit a runner at first and nobody out. Up steps Griff. Late on the slider, swinging and miss, strike 1. He had a line drive home run to right in his last at-bat. Just got a piece of the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Count 0-2. Ramos leads off first. Backs him off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the circle change to stay alive. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside corner, caught him for strike 3. And there's 1 away. Griffey sits down. J.D. Martinez is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly today. He has 90 runs batted in. The week after the All-Star break, he's on a pace for 1 billion RBIs. And there it goes. Line drive, single to left. A 1-out single for J.D. First and second with 1 away now. Hit it right on the nose. Next up is Carlos Delgado, 0 for 2 today. Late on it, slicing in foul territory, will not get there. Strike number 1. Chases a fastball off the plate. Count is 0-2 on Delgado. Could not resist. Runners lead off first and second, 1 away. Struck him out. 2 away. No advance on the bases.
Paul Molitor.
Pitch sequence by StatCast, not a sponsor. Paul Molitor had a homer in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2. He'd like to replicate those results. Ground ball, base hit through the right side. Willie challenges his arm. Throw to the plate is offline. It'll be an RBI single and a 6-0 lead for the Crusaders. Paul Molitor succeeds with 2 away. Here's the replay. Grounds it hard between first and second. Runner at second comes around to score. Insurance run for the Crusaders. Next up, runners at first and second, 2 away still. Jorge Posada is 1 for 2. Swing and a miss out in front of the circle change for strike 1. That ball's deep. On the warning track, side retired. It's an official ball game at the end of 5 innings of play. 6-0 Crusaders lead. This is MLB The Show. Brian Reynolds, the splits for Brian Reynolds. Much better hitter against left-handed pitching. Obviously, far fewer at-bats. Inside corner, strike one. So, I don't want to jinx myself, but the story of this game is lazy fly ball to center. Griffey is there for out number one. We are in the 6th inning so far. The Baltimore Orioles do not have a base hit with 1 out here in the 6th. Next up, Mike Lowell. Outside corner, strike one. Did he check it? No, he did not. That's strike two. Pops him up in the infield. Delgado charges. Pitcher says, I got this. Out number two.
The catcher, Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy struck out in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1, carrying a 200 average into the season. Misses with the pitch. Ball one. Low, ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. Deep drive. Brock charges in foul territory. Will make the catch at the wall to retire the side. 6 no-hit innings. 6 perfect innings for Robin Ramos. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Joe Carter leads off for Connecticut. Joe had a 2-run home run in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2. Deep drive to right, slicing, foul ball. Strike one. Pops him up behind home plate. The catcher tosses the mask. Makes the catch for out number one. 6-0 Connecticut here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here at Conroy Field. Up next, O'Neill Cruz singled in the 2nd inning. He is 1 for 2. Bases empty, 1 away. Late on the fastball, skies it to left. Waiting there is the outfielder to make the catch 2 away. Brian Roberts. Check that, Brian Reynolds. Lineup turns over for the Crusaders. Lou Brock, 1 for 3 with a single, steps in. Nubber jumps off the mound. He flubs it. Will they give him a hit or an error on that? It's a swinging bunt. They did not field cleanly. I think because of Lou Brock's speed, they're probably going to give him an infield single. 2-out infield single. Next up, Chris Ramos, the second baseman. 2 for 3. He's going. Pitches outside. Ball one. The throw not in time. It's a stolen base for Lou Brock. 2-out. Steele puts him in scoring position. Max speed 21.64. Nowhere close. I believe that's stolen base number 25 for Lou. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that's a line drive headed for the corner, and it will dunk in there. Rounding third and heading home is Lou. It's going to be 7-0 on the RBI double by Chris Ramos, his 3rd hit of the ball game. Double number 22 on the season. Let's see the replay. Leg kick. Pulls it down the right field line, just inside that 1 hop to the wall, inside the line. Next up, Ken Griffey Jr., runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Deep. It's Gonzo. Ken Griffey Jr.'s second home run of this game, a 2-run shot. It's 9-0 on home run number 17. It's no longer about how many runs the Connecticut Crusaders score. Right now, it's about the man on the mound in the next half inning. Will Robin Ramos pitch a no-hitter? Will he pitch a perfect game? Stick around and find out. James Carsonak, 2-2, 7.23 earned run average. The definition of middle relief. JD Martinez steps in. All this damage has been done with 2 away. Late on the fastball, skies it to right. Routine play. Side finally retired. End of 6 innings. It's a 9-0 lead for Connecticut, but that's not the story. The story, as you can see, the Orioles have yet to got a hit. It's a perfect game. We go to the 7th inning. 9 outs away. Leading off Cal Ripken Jr., 0 for 2.
Cal Ripken Jr.
In there, strike 1. Pops it up, foul, strike 2. 0-2 pitch. Misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Deep drive. No hitter, perfect game, and shutout. All gone with 1 swing of the bat. Cal Ripken Jr.'s home run number 19th of the season. And it's 9-1 Connecticut. 6 no-hit innings broken up by the Iron Horse. Well, Iron Horse was Lou Gehrig, but close enough. In there, strike 1. So top of the 7th inning, it's 9-1 Connecticut here. Line drive, base hit. So 2 hard hit balls in a row here in the 7th inning. Maybe he's losing a little something off that fastball.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Home run and then a single. Next up, Ronald Acuna Jr. Misses outside with the fastball. Ball 1. Low, 2 balls, no strikes. In there, strike 1. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike. Grounder, foul, 2-2. Just misses. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Mike Trout. Just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. Count remains full.
That's the ball.
Misses. So a home run to lead off the inning, then a single, and now a walk. We have runners at first and second. With nobody out, up steps Mike Trout. Pops it up, right side, foul, strike 1. Misses with the fastball. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Doesn't seem as sharp this inning. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Posada. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike on Trout. In on his hands, lazy fly ball to center. Griffey is there. He makes the catch for out number 1. No advance on the bases. Next up is Paredes. 0 for 2. Fouls it back, strike one. 97 on the radar gun here in the top of the seventh. Out in front of the curveball, swing and a miss, strike two. Chases a pitch off the edge, skies it, out of play. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Paredes.
No.
Just misses the corner. Count is 1-2.
Ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit to right. Bases are now loaded with Orioles with 1 away. Runner could not score from second on the hard line drive to right field. Next up, Pete Alonso.
Hike.
At the knees, strike one. He's 0 for 2. Again, the bases are loaded, and a hit here could turn this into a ball game. Fouls it back. There are 2 strikes on Alonso. Popped him up in the infield. Should be an infield fly. Infield fly rule is in effect. Out number 2, bases remain loaded. Was not able to get the run home from third.
Number 10, Brian.
Next up, Brian Reynolds, 0 for 2. The bases remain loaded with 2 down here in the top of the seventh. It's a 9-1 lead, but hitting the gap could change their fortunes quickly. Pulls it foul, strike one. Fly ball, foul territory. Brock races over, will not make it. Drops in there, foul ball. And Ramos is 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Swing and a miss, struck him out, bases loaded. All 3 of them stranded. However, Cal Ripken takes away. He erases the shutout, the no-hitter, the perfect game. Get up and stretch. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Crusaders lead 9-1. Bottom of the 7th, Carlos Delgado leads off. Line drive over the head of the third baseman, down the left field line, bounces off the wall. Strong throw into second. He will slide in there. It is a leadoff double for Carlos Delgado. Double number 25 on the campaign. Here's the replay. Just went with the pitch. No chance for Mike Lowell over there at third. Next up, Paul Molitor, 2 for 3 with a homer. Grounder up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman. Athletic play to get the out, but the runner moves to third. Basically, it's a bunt. Productive out. So runner at third, less than 2 outs for the Crusaders. Jorge Posada steps in, 1 for 3. Late on the fastball, slicing, foul, strike one. That's a deep drive. At the very least, it is a sacrifice fly, but it may be more. On the warning track, makes the catch. Tagging is the runner at third. He will score. Sacrifice fly and an RBI for Jorge Posada. And it's a 10-1 lead for the Connecticut Crusaders. 2-way bases empty, upsets Joe Carter, who has a home run in today's game. Swing and a miss, tied him up in knots. Strike one. Fouls off the fastball, strike 2. Nice relaxing game for Connecticut here at home in Stamford, Connecticut. 10-1 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Chase the pitch out of the zone, strike 3, side retired. They add a run, an insurance run. We go to the 8th inning. Connecticut leads by 9. This is MLB The Show. Mike Lowell leads it off for Baltimore, 0 for 2.
Mike Lowell.
At the knees, outside corner, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the curve, 0 for 2. Fouls it back to the screen. Count remains 0 2. Grounds it weakly to the first baseman. Delgado takes it himself, steps on the bag for out number 1.
Catcher, number 2, Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy, 0 for 2. Average hovering around the Mendoza line. Outside corner, strike 1. Fouled it off, strike 2. 93 pitches for Robin. Misses inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounded to third, Molitor. Fields fires in time, 2 away.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Lineup turns over for Cal. He's responsible for the only run on the scoreboard for the Baltimore Orioles today with that solo home run in the last at-bat.
That's a strike.
In there, strike 1. Sure, he'd love to do it again. Hard ground ball backhanded by the third baseman Molitor. Long throw in time. Side retired. 1-2-3 inning for Ramos. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 10-1. Crusaders lead.
Leading off,
Onel Cruz leads off.
shortstop,
Oniel Cruz. Laid on it, grounds it up the third base line. Foul ball. Did he check it? No, he did not, says the home plate umpire. Strike 2. I thought he checked his swing, but what do I know? Swing and a miss. Struck him out on the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Quickly, there is 1 away.
the batter, the left fielder,
Lou Brock's 2 for 4 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Stolen base. Up there with 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. And he pops it up in the infield. Alonso calls for it, makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Chris Ramos.
Chris Ramos is 3 for 4. He's got a double, 2 singles, and RBI. Got the average up to 287 on the season. Skies it to left. Routine play. Out number 3. An easy inning for the Orioles. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Last licks for the Orioles. They need 9 runs to tie. Can they do it? Ramos is still on the mound going for a complete game. Not a shutout, but complete game. Starting off is Alex Verdugo, 1 for 3. In there, strike 1. Ramos is going for win number 12 on the season. Hard ground ball, but foul. Count is 0-2 on Verdugo. Pops it up, foul territory near the bullpen. No one will get there. The at-bat will continue. Just got a piece of the changeup. Stay alive. Strike 3 called, outside corner. 1 away here in the 9th. Strikeout number 8 for Ramos.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Did he check it? Yes, he did. Pitch was off the plate, ball 1. Hard line drive, but foul. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the curve. 1 ball, 2 strikes. High, 2-2. Ground ball, foul. Fouls it off. Up over 100 pitches. Another ground ball foul. Slow roller to the shortstop, backhanded throws in time, 2 away, and the Baltimore Orioles are down to their final out of this game. Representing the final out, Mike Trout, 0 for 3 today. Strike 1. Strike 2, and the Orioles are down to their final strike. Grounder up the middle, Ramos plays him perfectly. Long throw in time, side retired, ball game over. Crusaders win 10-1. So it's win number 12 for Robin Ramos. Thank you for watching. Robin Ramos is 12-5. Mike Soroka 6-6. Crusaders 10 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Orioles 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Thanks for watching. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.
Now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors.